Every living being carries a certain biological time signature. Your cells tick like a clock. Even every breath, every heartbeat is a tick of time passing through you. But yogis discovered something profound. While the physical body ages, the fundamental energy system doesn't have to. In Mystic Musings, Sadhguru explains that the body's age is largely determined not by years, but by how the pranic energy functions within you. If the energy moves chaotically due to stress, fear, overthinking, or poor food, the body burns out faster. But if it moves in a steady, rhythmic, and intelligent way, time seems to flow slower through you. That's why some yogis who are over 70 look barely 40. Their biological clock is simply not keeping pace with the rest of the world. You may have noticed when you're deeply joyful, time flies. When you are suffering, every minute feels like an hour. This shows that time is a psychological experience, not just a physical one. But yogic science takes it even further. It says when the inner energies are stabilized, your sense of time can slow down or even stop. In that state, you are no longer running along with the cosmic clock. You are watching it from outside. That's why Sadhguru says, for one who is in yoga, there is no such thing as time. He sits outside of it. When you touch such a dimension, your body literally receives less wear and tear. You are no longer being dragged by time. You are carrying time. Now let's be practical. You can't just meditate once and become timeless. But there are real, measurable ways to retune your system so that aging slows, sometimes dramatically. Here are three ancient yogic processes that influence the body's time cycle. Surya Kriya or Surya Namaskar. When done consciously, it aligns your system with the sun's cycles. This keeps your body clock in perfect sync, preventing premature aging. Shambhavi Mahamudra, a powerful kriya taught by Sadhguru that stabilizes prana and calms the nervous system. Thousands report improved sleep, reduced stress, and rejuvenated energy. Consuming sattvic food, fresh living food, keeps your energy light and vibrant. Heavy processed foods accelerate aging because they force the body to work harder just to maintain itself. Each of these steps reduces friction in your energy system. And when friction is reduced, time doesn't rub against you as harshly. According to yogic texts, the human system is designed for an 84-year natural lifespan. But if you live unconsciously, running on emotional reactions, toxins, and restlessness, you burn through that design faster. Sadhguru mentions that most people die not because life is over, but because they have used up their prana inefficiently. Like a car engine revving too high all the time, it burns out early. But if you can learn to idle peacefully through breath awareness, meditation, and inner stillness, your prana lasts longer, your cells regenerate better, and your body stays young. In simple terms, awareness is anti-aging. Think of yogis like Swami Vivekananda or Ramana Maharshi. Their physical age didn't define their radiance. People described them as glowing, timeless, and eternally youthful. It wasn't cosmetics, it was consciousness. Even modern science is catching glimpses of this. Studies on long term meditators show longer telomeres, lower biological age, and faster recovery from stress. In other words, spirituality, when practiced rightly, can literally rewire the body to resist time. Here's the mystical part: you don't reverse time by fighting it, you reverse it by becoming still. Time only flows when there is movement of thought, emotion, and breath. When all three become still, you step into a space where time doesn't touch you. That's why in deep meditation, you can sit for hours and feel like minutes. In that stillness, your system rejuvenates at a rate modern science can't yet explain. Sadhguru says, when you sit still in body, mind, and energy, time stands still within you. But here's the problem: our lifestyle constantly keeps the body and mind in motion, scrolling endlessly, constant stimulation, irregular sleep. All this accelerates the biological clock. You're aging faster not because of years, but because of restlessness. The yogic way is the opposite: to slow down from within even while being active. That's why you'll see a yogi fully engaged in life, yet untouched by its strain. So, can time actually reverse? Yes, not in the calendar, but in your chemistry. Aging can pause, cells can regenerate faster than they die, the body can become younger than it was yesterday. There are stories of yogis whose hair turned black again after intense sadhana, or who lived for over a century in full vitality. To the scientific mind, this may sound exaggerated, but to the experiential yogi, it's just physics of energy. If you control the fuel, the vehicle runs as long as you want. Time is not your enemy. It's a mirror showing you how consciously you have lived. The more aware you become, the slower it moves, until one day it stops altogether. And when time stops within you, that's what the yogis call liberation. If this talk made you look at time differently, don't let it just pass away. Share this video with someone who's afraid of aging, because sometimes one insight can make a lifetime younger. And if you would like to dive deeper into mystic science, subscribe, share, stay timeless.